So our next presenter is one of our fine BA students, and this is Jen Millan, and she will be making a presentation about her work with the Vernon's First Nations Center.
Thank you, Lynn. Can everybody hear me okay? Is that good? Okay. I'll just wait here till it's loaded and ready, maybe. Whenever you are, we're ready? Okay. So yes, my name is Jen, and I am with the BA in Health and Community Services, and I'm really excited to be here today. I've taken this opportunity to create a small vignette-style film about my experience at the Vernon First Nations Friendship Center, and it does explain itself. I made it that way, so I'm just excited to be able to have created something that hopefully shows my learning and infuses a little bit of my personality into the experience, because I had a really amazing time there, and it is my hometown, and I'm so happy to have been able to go back and do online school there. So it worked out really well. I hope you enjoy it. Hey, I'm Jen. What is community? How do we make connections? This is the Friendship Center. It's an organization based on community. I was given the opportunity to write a report for the center. My goal was to improve their services and connections. 90% of my practicum involved creating my report. I gathered the information I needed through conversations and research. The other 10% of my practicum hours were spent on document design and data entry and a local literature review. So, I decided to talk to the program directors to get the information I needed. I picked gathering my information this way over a survey because I could use open-ended questions. I divided the essential information into two themes: integrating services and improving communications. Journaling my own thoughts helped me make recommendations connected to the themes. I found 3 things worked well for creating this report. I did research first, before collecting interview data. Otherwise, I would not have been ready for the questions that were more subtle. To get meaningful recommendations, it helped me to pre-design and adapt my information analysis format. Instead of using text units, I used the given themes and guided the conversations towards the information I was looking for, since I was not asked to do a qualitative study. And what worked best for me was asking open-ended questions. This helped create a casual conversation that I felt was more in-depth. What didn't work so well for this report mostly revolves around time management, loose scheduling, starting the report before I had met with everyone, and conversations went too long when I didn't make my expectations clear. It was also a challenge that I expected academic language to translate to who I was working with, and not all of it did. In terms of content, this is the full list of recommendations I made to the Friendship Center in my report. Of these, I felt that integrated case management technology, interprofessional education, building culture, and improving youth-elder connections will have the most impact in improving the services of the Friendship Center. They would also require the most change to the culture of the center. To improve communications in the Friendship Center and between community partners, I recommended that the computer systems be updated. To create strong teamwork, there is a chance to change policies that would help employees understand each other's roles. Research shows that there are health and other benefits in strengthening generational connections. I recommended integrating the youth and elder programs. This will naturally help build and support a more defined culture. I think it is agreed that we have come to share the values learned in this program. I was working with an agency that has a lot of professionals in different fields that relate. Using an interprofessional approach, I made recommendations that will improve connections between employees. I recognized this was a shared value of both the school and the Friendship Center. It is acknowledged that Aboriginal history, practices, traditions, and perspective are different from Western cultures. Obviously, the Friendship Center values Aboriginal wisdom and practices. I tried to stay true to my understandings of Indigenous knowledges throughout my practicum. The Friendship Center relies on partnerships, and I gained strong connections in my practicum. I want to continue being a community partner in the work that they're doing. I think that with the work that we are doing, we now have a chance to build stronger partnerships, better connections, and healthier community. Thank you, and I'm open to any questions that you might have.
Lovely. Question?
Hello.
Sorry.
Am I turned on?
Thank you, Jen. That was lovely. But my burning question is, what software did you use?
It was a program called Lightworks. And yes, that's my hand. From yesterday. Yeah, no, it was really interesting. It was just sped up.
It really captured, as opposed to the PowerPoint the rest of us had to do, you know.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Something a little
Thank you.
different. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's great. Thank you.
I would just echo that. Great job. Any other questions or comments?
I have one comment, and that is after I saw the
Oh.
your video.
Oh, no.
I was working on some weekly notes for another course, and I got stuck, so I just typed blargy blarg 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 blarg, and I laughed, and then my thought process came back. So thank you.
Blargy blarg. I just want to make a comment about that actually, and I left it in there, and it does not mean to assume that they weren't understanding what I was saying. I should just point that out. I was saying that what I was saying wasn't making sense because they hadn't been exposed to the terms before. So just to clarify that. Okay, thank you very much.